What if you've been living your dream life the whole time? So if you're someone who's been putting off that you're actually where you're meant to be and what you're supposed to be doing, don't do that. You've been living your dream life this entire time. So we're going to talk about that today. Welcome, fellow Voyagers. Jess here with Odyssey Human, here to help you hack through the jungles of consciousness so you can discover the hidden treasures inside of you. My friends, it's all there, ready and waiting to be activated by you, through you, and for you. If that sounds good, please subscribe. We'd love to have you on the channel. Who am I? I'm Jess. I'm a manifestation coach and a neuro-linguistic programming master practitioner. What is that? That's a personal trainer for your mind. It's my goal to bring manifesting out of the clouds and into your reality. If you'd like to work with me, details in the description box below. So today's video was inspired by an email I actually received. Very sweet email from a subscriber, a viewer, but this person had some very nice things to say, and I wanted to create some content in regards to some of the questions that they asked and the words that they used in order to help them along. So if you do have a suggestion for content, drop me a line. My door is always open. Also, you can leave a comment and I will do my best to create content to answer your questions. I'm here to help. So I want to talk about this idea of living your dream life, because who says that you haven't been living your dream life? That's my question to you. My first question. How do you know that you haven't already been doing that? And where's the belief that, oh, I'm not there yet? That's the first thing I want to ask you, because the life you've been living is the one that you have been imagining. It's the one you've been expecting. It's the one you've been dreaming. You have been dreaming it into reality. You've been doing that from the very beginning. So you're already there. You're already there. So I wanted to take a couple of the excerpts that this person sent me and really dig into them. I know this is going to be helpful for anyone watching this, because I used to hold this separation. Really, this is a separation, because it's all you at the end of the day. You're just living your life, and whether you describe it as a dream life or not a dream life is your judgment. So let's get into that today. All right, so this person writes, I feel like I'm standing at the starting line for many years, ready and hopeful, but unsure of what the first real step is. So knowing that your dream life is already here, what are you waiting for? Just do it. And that sounds so simple, and that is the beauty of it, is just do it. Just do it. If your dream life is here now, you're actually just wasting time in actualizing it and seeing your life as that you're already there. You have everything you need. You are in the right place at the right time always. Like, what would you be doing? What would you be doing with your time? Start to allow your heart and your intuition to guide you of, okay, I would be doing X, Y, Z. I would be doing this, that, and the other thing. And it often starts with little things. Say you want to be a musician. I want to go read a book about the journey of this other musician that I really like. Okay, I read the book, and then it's like the next breadcrumb. Oh, it mentioned this music school, and then I end up applying to the music school, and then I get it. Like, the breadcrumb trail will begin when you start eating breadcrumbs. So eat the breadcrumbs, just do it. It doesn't matter how small it is. Start taking steps, because again, who is defining what the real steps to your dream life are? You are. You're making that judgment. Again, you're making a judgment that you haven't already been taking steps towards your dream life. There's an interesting duality then that this person gets into of they feel split in two. There's a split energy because they're moving along with their career and there's some desire in maintaining this career, but also in having this apparently separate, different life, this dream life that's different than the career. And they say, sometimes it feels like my energy is split. Part of me wants to keep growing in my career, and another part longs for my dream life I've always imagined. Why do they have to be mutually exclusive? They're not. They're all you. Guess what? Our brain likes to contextualize things from images that we've already seen. Path A, path B, But if you can see it more as everything you're ever going to experience is just you. And so it's more of this like massive river where all of these paths are all flowing together. And so they don't have to be mutually exclusive at all. Allow yourself the perspective of wholeness. I've talked about wholeness in other videos, and I think wholeness wins every hand. That's a really good one. I'll link it above. Wrap your arms around both of these desires and know like they're working in harmony with each other, because that perspective is what will allow them to work in harmony with each other. It's this false illusion of separation. There is no separation. Everything you're going to ever experience is just you. It's your representations of things. So if you want to make them separate paths in a wood, you can, but you can also eliminate the boundaries and wrap your arms around all of it. It's all me, and it's all me moving forward. Everything is serving you, and it's all evolution. You're evolving in your perspectives constantly. And just like that little fish that had that first desire to crawl up on land, that's a weird desire. And the fish, he honored that desire. He crawled up, and then in hindsight, millions of years later, mammals are walking around. In hindsight, like it was that little desire of the fish that made sense. It's only in hindsight that I find the pieces fall into place. And you're like, I could have never expected that was all going to come together so perfectly. I spent my 30s struggling. My 30s were rough. I had a really hard time. I was bouncing around houses. I would go stay with my parents because I would be in a dark night of the soul and thinking about unaliving myself, quitting jobs. I didn't know what I wanted and how to get there. Like, it was hard. A lot of like wallowing. Everyone else is succeeding in life. Everyone else at my age is doing all this stuff. And why am I going through such darkness and the depth of it? It was a real challenge. From the outside in, it definitely, to anyone but me and to me, it looked and felt like a failure. To lose a decade of your life, the prime of your life too, that was a really hard pill to swallow. And as long as it took me to extract from that period, that's a long time to be wrestling with some of this stuff. But it was so instrumental in what I'm doing now. I could never have predicted that piece of me, I wanted to isolate it. Like you said, viewer, I wanted to see it as something separate from my dream life. There was no way in hell this 10-year period of darkness could have ever benefited me in any way. I tried to create separation around it. This is a fluke. This is just a rough patch. This is an anomaly. But what was actually happening, again, in hindsight, was that I was gaining all the skills that I needed in order to make a quantum leap forward. What I do in my business now, I help people who are in similar situations. And so in really wrestling and struggling and trying to get my way out and trying all these different things to help myself and having that insight for 10 years, now I can tell in other professionals who are doing similar things as I do, I can tell the ones who haven't taken that amount of time to work on themselves. I was being forced to work on myself, to sharpen my own steel in the challenge of that. And that catapulted me forward as a professional. So in taking such a huge step back for so long, it actually just boing, like shot me forward. I can confidently connect with someone else and I recognize the energy of that when I see someone else, and I can give them a genuine sense of hope when I'm like, I know exactly where you are right now and we're going to get you out of this. So just my own experience in the lesson that inclusion of all of the experiences that happen to you, inclusion of all of yourself, a return to wholeness. Because the other desires that pop up, sometimes surprisingly, the weird bridge of incidents that's leading you exactly to where you want to be. So you're already in your dream life. It's already begun. What are you waiting for? The semantics and the images that you wrote me in your email, and this is just for you. You know who you are. I wasn't going to mention any names. I want to protect your privacy. But the things that you're saying, the words that you're using, are creating, again, a false sense of separation that somehow validation is required from the 3D that you aren't already living it. You are living your dream life, and your career is probably building skills that are dovetailing into your path. Maybe in your career you meet another professional and you start a business together or whatever. I'm not sure what your dream life is. You didn't really tell me, but the only piece you're missing is embodiment of your dream life is here and now. What are you waiting for? Why are you conceptualizing your dream life as something in the future that is separate from you? You could have already been taking first steps. And I bet you probably already have. I bet you've probably already been taking the steps. If you look back on the things you've already been doing, maybe you, like I said, looked into education, or you bought a piece of equipment, whatever it is that you imagine yourself doing. If I was saying our dream life is right now, so what are we going to do first? Tell me, we're going to do it together. All right, we're going to go write a letter to this person. I'm going to come up with my logo. That's what I do. I like the imagery. I dive into the imagery first. For me, it's often with entrepreneurship, and I will create like the logo and the colors and start to get into the feel of this is here and now, start calling it into reality with the imagery, the logos, the branding, the color scheme. To me is my first starting step, the artistic piece. But you could also be the practical piece. Without details, I'm just kind of shooting in the dark. But if it's here and now, what are you waiting for? And what should you be doing right now? What should you be doing right today? Like, I need to go register for my business license. I need to get my business plan together. I need to take this class or learn this language, whatever it is. Start doing it now, because you're only just wasting time to your dream life and not doing anything. But again, I bet you have already been doing things. Your dream life started a while ago. It's just, why are you holding yourself back from it with your language and the way that you're describing it? Because you're the only one judging whether it's here or not. And my friend, it's already here. So I know this was helpful to you, all of you. I'm sure you'll find some nuggets in here that you can relate to. And if you want a tool to help you work on your own emotional mastery and develop peace of mind, grab that tool in the description box below. It's available for free in every video. And thanks for joining me today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.